Okay, so this is the 66 cultivator tractor. It's not called a cultivator tractor, it just happens to have cultivators on it. So if you watched that last video with this, I brought it home from my place on the road. I was cultivating out here, trying it out, and it left me down. It quit on me, and I had a job at my place getting it going. I took the starter switch, the push button, apart. The leads in the starter push button get corroded, and you can file them and turn them around. I got her running, but not good. So what I'm gonna do here is got some new parts. These are actually, we've had these for a while. I should get a bench or something set up here. We got a safety switch, push button, battery cables, and this is a diesel stop block and chain. That can go on the 66 diesel. So in order to do this job, I want the hood off. That's not going to be the easiest. Although this side does not have a bolt, but that's going to be a problem. But I think I can get that off without taking the cultivators off. So let's get started. Okay. No bolt here, so that means that it'll come off easily. Just gotta get at those. You got a dog?
Yes.
This is Maggie. Okay, 1/2 inch. That's what them are. One I don't have. Things are about 1600 though. I think I can get them panels off without that. The hole like that, I can probably get it right over the rain cap too. And then we'll see what I can do. I know the bolts on the starter switch won't be stuck because I had it off already. And I don't like this wind. Alright, what you doing over here?
Sucking the fuel out.
Why don't you just use your mouth for that?
Yeah, I used to do that. I don't like that.
So this one in the plowing videos had done 3 bottom and a couple other ones. It runs good for a while, but if you're working it hard for, not even hard, but working it at all for a while, she'll start spitting and sputtering. Right?
Yep.
So it might have something in the fuel. We're gonna drain her out and
Get that little thing pump.
see if we can find something in there. Did you ever get yelled at a gas station for putting diesel in a red can?
Yes, I did.
What happened?
I told him, never mind, it's my can. I know what I'm putting in, and I know what I'm going to do with it. He said, oh, we're going to shut your pump off. Do what you got to do, I'll go across the street.
Did he leave you alone then, or what?
Usually, yeah, this is on-road fuel here.
This was in
Don't
here.
that little thing really pump?
Yeah, this was in here when we bought it from the Got a lot from.
Yeah,
he had
somebody
it,
was
he had it
using
like
it.
full, pretty much.
Somebody was using on-road fuel instead of off-road.
Well, I know he was going on tractor rides with this thing, so if you're at a fuel station, you just take whatever you can get.
That's right. And some of them don't have off-road.
Maybe he filled it at a gas station. You're right here.
Yeah, that's why I need my lights here. It ain't all gonna fit in this can.
No, it was pretty full. Well, you're stuck in the...
I'm sucking air already. Which that is a 6-gallon can.
I don't know, I think I'm gonna report you to the cops for putting that in a red can.
You are? Yeah, that would be cool. Wow. She's pumping. There ain't too much left in there.
Yeah, you don't have much room.
No, there ain't much left in the tank either.
Well, we did make a few rounds with it too, so that had to have went down a little bit. They're pretty efficient though.
Yep.
Especially on the tractor ride, you know, like when we went, that one time I had the 60, and I thought, oh man, I hope I don't run out of fuel. When I put fuel in it, it didn't hardly take any.
That little pump is amazing, isn't it?
Ain't too bad. Where'd you get that?
Tractor Supply.
Oh yeah? Thought it was an Amazonian one.
That ain't one of them Chinesium ones.
So this 66 has a engine, I believe, out of a forklift. You took this on a tractor ride recently. What can you tell me about it? Because it looks like a regular 66 engine.
The story I heard, this was from my cousin. He was working at a place and this engine got tired in a forklift. So they took it out and sent it to get all rebuilt. But by the time the engine got rebuilt and they got it back, they decided to junk the forklift because the transmission was giving them crap. So they junked the forklift and they put this new engine for sale. My cousin bought it and he thought it would fit in a 60. And he found out it didn't. But it fit right in a 66. And so that's where it went. Then we got a chance later to buy the tractor, so we did. First my nephew bought it, and then we bought it from him. That thing's got a lot of power. She's got all new parts in it.
I know he used to pull with it and did really well. It'll show.
She usually was the first place.
It looks like they probably used the 66 parts, like the clutch housing, and it must bolt right up to it. I wonder where that originally came from. Was it always in the forklift?
There were several forklifts that used that same engine. Waukesha engine. And it's all the same. But in the forklift, of course, your transmission would be different. And the rest of your drive.
Yeah, because it definitely looks just like a normal 66 one. Well, I wonder if it's got cast iron valve cover.
But yeah, by the time they got the engine back, they decided to scrap the forklift, so.
I'm thinking the valve cover is cast, I'm thinking.
She's got really good power, that one.
Oh, now I can tell the cops that you have the right can.
Yeah.
I can call them off. They're on their way.
Would you? Would you tell them I got the right can now?
Yeah, they're on their way. They're like halfway here.
I'll tell them to cancel.
You don't have much room in that one. This broke off, huh?
It must have. I didn't even know that.
If that falls in there, you're gonna have debris. Debris in there.
Oh, there ain't much left in there. That didn't hardly pay to go get a second can, did it?
Why is it sucking anything?
Not much. 2 drops. That tank's empty, man. But it's filled that can from empty. So it is what it is. I sure like that little pump
Yeah?
when you're trying to keep your fluids fresh. That's the cat's meow.
Looking in there, there is debris. Well, it's actually more like
Yeah, and I don't have a standpipe.
slimy stuff, and there's no pipe sticking up, which will help with the sediment on the bottom.
Lots of crap in there. This got a water trap.
I don't know if this one does. I'm thinking no. 77s do. No, there's not. Wonder if a guy can clean it with it in or not.
Sure. And we're gonna put a standpipe in it.
Okay, that's your job.
Yep.
Cleaner and put a pipe in it.
Yep.
All right, my dad said that the sediment bowl screen had tar balls stuck in it. He said it was only about a 1/16 of an inch. I was allowing the fuel to come through. So he is cleaning the screen up. He's gonna finish it tomorrow. The tar balls reminds me of that Jimmy Fallon song.
The oil spill by BP has left tar balls all over the sea. So don't go swimming down in the south unless you want tar balls in your mouth.
Balls in your mouth, balls in your mouth. Don't swim in the ocean, you'll get balls in your mouth. Balls in your mouth, balls in your mouth. Don't swim in the ocean, you'll get balls in your mouth. Balls in your mouth, balls in your mouth. Don't swim in the ocean, you'll get balls in your mouth. Balls in your
Okay, it's now the next day. As you can see, it's raining. Brought some tools in the truck, so I will see what I can do here. Supposed to snow for a little bit later. Rain for a while and then snow. Who knows? Supposed to be done by 1 o'clock. My dad wanted to have a little competition to see who can get theirs going first. Me with this one, or the 66 diesel with his tar balls. So I figured get a little bit of jump on him here. And being that it's raining, I don't even know if he'll come out, so who knows. We are gonna need the 5/16, so that's half. I'm thinking I can get these panels off with this here. I'm gonna try it anyway. Yeah, I won't want to do that with a painted panel, but alright, I'll do the other side. Alright, just as I thought, the hood came off right over that because it's got such a big hole in it. Now, before I go too nuts here, I'm going to try it first, just to see if sitting for all winter. Made it decide to change its mind. You never know, right? I don't know if the gas is off yet, but all I am looking for is, let's see if it's gonna even turn over. Yeah, same thing. Ah, look at this. Hornet nest. Alright, I'm gonna pull this battery out of here. Just get rid of that. These cables are not the greatest. Alright, now we just got access to the starter switch right here. And then if I want to do the cables, these don't look bad. That's the oil pressure line. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the other starter switch in there and I'm going to try it. And if it works, I'll go from there. Alright, let's get this guy off of here, huh? But you can't see anything. I know it's loud in here too. I don't think it's raining super hard, but with the metal roof it's loud. Does it seem like it? Alright. It doesn't look like from the backside it like was real old, but it must have sat out a lot. Alright, put the new one in here. Same bolts, not the ideal thing, but I'm not gonna try and find some new ones. I think they would have came with the switch, but they don't. I don't know, from what I can see, my dad is not working on it yet. I don't know if he's gonna win this. Unless he's working on the screen, but okay. So I think what I'm gonna do here is try it with the old cables here. So I'll throw this guy on the bottom. My fingers are getting cold. ½ inch for that. Make sure the stud don't turn. Which it shouldn't. I think it's wedged into that switch. Pretty good. Alright, now this one. And this one. I'm going to see if it's going to work, and then I'll decide if I want to do the battery cables. All right. This is the old switch. That one's going to go in the junk. I ain't even going to bother with it for the price that they are. I already took it apart once. Alrighty. Possible the battery don't have a lot of juice. I didn't check it, but let's see if this will work. All right. Those cables are not doing it, are they? So let's replace those two. Alright. Need my half again. It could even be this wire. Anything, it could be the amp gauge itself too, really. Alright, so this guy is going to be replaced with this guy. Alright, so this one I'm going to replace too. I'll throw that one on there. This is a fuse, the safety fuse for if something goes horse crap. It'll blow the fuse instead of creating a fire or whatever. Guaranteed to drop that at least once. Before I get this on here. Doesn't help that my fingers are cold too. Yay! Alright, this one I don't know if I have a wrench small enough. It's probably 3/8. I don't think I have one here. 2/0 gauge. That is quite thick. Alright, I got this guy off. I'm gonna cut this tape here. And here and here.
Hi, Wisconsin Oliver Nut.
Hi. You working on your project?
Yep. Lots of old iron in this building.
Do that.
She needs some wiring, huh?
Yeah.
And who came up with the muffler on?
Yeah. Because the hole's so big.
Oh.
Well, I tried it with just the starter switch and it didn't do nothing, so I want to replace the cables.
You think that battery's any good?
I don't know.
No, should throw a charger on.
Probably would hurt to try it because it could just be that right now, but it needs new cables anyway, so.
Yeah, it does.
They ain't much.
And you'll have them.
Do we have any new grommets here? I think I have some at home. Now we're getting ready to come, finally. This one's probably gonna be crap.
That's a nice.
Nick!
Why?
Did it work?
Yep.
Yeah, I finally got that out of there. This thing wasn't much. Look at how much it's taped up. There. It's broke there. Look at the end.
Let's jump.
Get rid of her. But I don't have grommets, that's the problem.
What?
I don't have grommets. This one's pretty bad here. Alright, we're gonna take that side of the cultivators off just to make it easier to get in there. Should have did that right away, but yep, washer and pin.
Yeah. I was in the room, huh?
That will help. I'm gonna do a search for grommets.
Okay. The flashlight with you?
No, and then I gotta look for. I gotta grind those cables a little bit.
Okay. You gonna take them along?
Yeah, actually, I think I'm just gonna bring the DeWalt grinder out here.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it hits the rust on that one and be done with it.
Yeah.
All right, I had to go home. Let's see, I brought this out. It's not mine, but my dad's. But I had to go get grommets. I know I had some at home. Where the Project 66 is. I had just seen these. So I'm gonna use 3 of them here, here. Then it was routed up over the bar and under the battery tray. There actually is one here I could put in, but it's not very easy. And then this one. So I'm gonna work at getting them out. You know, and this thing is, I could actually cut it off right here because it's not even connected up here. Yeah, like that. It's less stuff in the through the holes there. You can tell they're old, huh? That's how it came out. I just realized something. And this cable is going to have to be taken off to get the grommets on. Unless I would cut the grommets, which I'm not going to do that. So either going to take it off here. If I take it off there, I need to pull it off the carb here. So I can tip it to get that screw. I'm going to screw that right here too. So I'll take the fuel line off here, loosen these up. I'm having a hard time getting this off just by flexing it because it is quite stiff. Just enough to get it so I can, well, I'll just basically take it off like this and get at the screws for this. Alright, that's another nice thing about running the carb out of fuel when you want to do something like this. You can tip it and it's not going to come out because it's empty. Alright, so I just got to feed it out of here. And feed it out of here without bending it too bad. And all of this is a two-handed thing. Can't put you anywhere. Let's see here. Okay. Let's take it off in pieces. Alright, let's throw a new one on. New ones will be much more flexible. I would think you can get these at the hardware store too, because I've seen them in those bins already. Do you have a glare on you? Even though I got a lot of light here, it doesn't seem like it because I'm facing the daylight through the door. I like to give it a little bit of a turn after you get it in so it guarantees that it found its groove. And I'm gonna do this one. Just to protect the stuff going through it from wearing through with vibrations and whatnot. Now I'm going to route this cable back up through here. Hopefully. Before I do that, I'm going to do the cable first because it'll give me a little bit be easier to get this cable in there without that in there. By the cable, I mean this one. Just look how wide it is. I know in the past I've ground it here, smaller, right here. And that's why I grabbed that grinder. Not only for that, but for mounting the ground right here. So, guess what this guy is gonna get. Well, this end I don't have to do, so I just gotta do one end, and I'll run it all the way up through. Round does not work very good for this. Not at all. Alright, I want to for sure get this side here. This is the one that's going to be on the starter switch.